Yeah, but then again, on the other side, we got BlackOVGC, who, to be honest, I didn't know of before.
Yeah, I didn't know either. But here he is, and he's done better than two world champions. He's done better than a heck of a lot of players here, and he's an Italian player. I know you guys must be exhausted tonight. It's no different in Italy. Aaron over there is sitting pretty at 6 p.m., 6 in the afternoon. Aaron's feeling great. Right. After this, maybe he'll go for a run. The sun hasn't set yet in California. He's just feeling great. But poor BlackOVGC is, he's definitely the underdog here. I think that's fair to say. And I just think it's amazing that he's done so well, especially with a team that, okay, when you're looking for inspiration for teams, Aaron, he could look at lots of handsome players who used 5 of the 6 mons, right? Like, we've seen these mons before, but poor BlackOVGC, he had to pretty much do this himself. I haven't seen a team like that go well at the tournament, which means he also had to have confidence in himself and his team. Wait, hold on for 10 seconds. Wait. Mm-hmm. Marcus, I need you to switch sides. I need you to be on BlackOVGC's side right now, please, for me, please. Just let me know when you do it. I'm waiting. The stream is lagging, but this is important.
Why?
Let's do it, please, for me, right now. Did you do it?
Mm-hmm.
Or Choreo has a diaper. Do you see that? It's wearing a diaper. Why is it wearing a diaper? Okay, I'm done. Sorry. Anyway, like I was saying,
it's important.
First of all, it's hilarious. Why does it have a diaper? Look at it.
Yeah.
By the way, I think Ninetales Arcanine is a pretty solid lead against that team.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but what if he goes with Talk or Lilligant?
And then switch Ninetales to Feeny?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But keep in mind that Aaron's Arcanine is offensive, so it can't snarl the.
Yeah, but it can just KO the Lilligant, and that's one problem out of the way, I guess.
Right. Oh yeah. Okay, but BlackOVGC is not going to allow that.
All right. Okay.
Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Once again, I feel like it's Aaron's Arcanine is actually so good here because unlike my Arcanine, which is special and snarl and chips away at stuff, Aaron's Arcanine can exert a lot of pressure with Flare Blitz.
Right.
And we know that Pheromosa doesn't have the Z Crystal because we've seen Focus Sash. So not only is Aaron able to bring Pheromosa down to his Focus Sash, potentially set Trick Room here, it's able to Flare Blitz, it's able to probably bring Pheromosa down to its Sash. Not if the Quiver dances, obviously. But Arcanine is also able to do a lot of damage to Oricorio, and I would bet that Flare Blitz plus Extreme Speed can keep the KO on Oricorio, potentially at least, depending on how Aaron's Arcanine is trained.
Depending on how much damage it does to Agumon, he could also bait the Tapu Lele coming in from for
BlackOVGC.
Yeah, right, exactly. To protect his mon from extreme speeds, and he maybe could at least that with a switch to Muck or something.
Yes,
depending on what he brought.
I'm not sure what Aaron plans to do, but I really do like that. How do I say it? Basically, I kind of like the awareness that maybe Trick Room is a good option here because. So on the one hand, obviously you don't want to give Torkoal Trick Room, but the rest of BlackOVGC's team, it's so frail. Yeah. It's so high jump kick. It's so high jump kick. Oh wow! And Porygon 2. BlackOVGC says, "Hello, Aaron Zhang. I, for one, do not want to deal with your silly." Oh wow, it's gone.
Wow. Okay.
BlackOVGC says, BlackOVGC recognizing that maybe Trick Room's a big problem for his team, and if he has Guard Jumping back here, Aaron might be struggling a little bit. Do we know if BlackOVGC's Guard Jump is scarfed? It's not, right? Because Lele is
scarfed.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I think that was not a bad turn 1 at all for BlackOVGC, and I don't know if it was worth it for Aaron. Losing Porygon 2, we saw how much work it did in semifinals versus Eduardo Cunha from Portugal. I don't know. It seems like a really. But what could he have done? Because imagine he hadn't attacked or Trick Room with Porygon 2, and instead Blacko had gone for Quiver Dance. It's just the options are so scary. From a team like this. So again, it is 3-3, but BlackOVGC lost a Pokemon that, in my opinion, might have been less valuable to the matchup than what Aaron lost. But we'll see. Aaron obviously still has lots of tools at disposal. Ninetales being able to break a Focus Sash could be really good. Also, he took so much recoil. You see that?
Yeah.
He took so much recoil. And Marcus is telling us in the chat that Pheromosa does not have Protect. So if Aaron knows that, maybe
I just saw. All right, so Muck is pretty good for Aaron here, I'd say, because it does threaten the Tapu Lele, and in the worst case, they just trade mons with.
I like Muck a lot here. I think that's an amazing Pokemon to bring in. Obviously, Pheromosa having High Jump Kick, Quiver Dance, and Poison Jab, -1 High Jump Kick does not do that much damage.
No, it
we
doesn't.
know that Pheromosa is Adamant Nature, or we expect it's Adamant Nature because we saw in an earlier game it got an attack boost, which is not possible if you're trained with variant speed and the rest, even the rest in attack. But even with -1 on that Pheromosa, he's not going to be doing as much damage as maybe he'd like, and unfortunately, Tapu Lele is not able to effectively abuse the terrain boost. The terrain boost that it gets from Psychic, at least onto Muck, because Muck, being a Dark type, is immune to it. And normally with Dark types, you can kind of abuse the fact that Tapu Lele has cool offensive synergy, because although Psychic is not good on Dark types, Fairy traditionally is, but Muck's dual typing of Poison showing why it's such a very valuable asset in VGC, because Poison resisting the Fairy type attack, and Muck being able to heal 50% of its HP with its Berry. I don't know. I think Muck was a really great call to bring in there. And I think it's possible, probable that Aaron might have Tapu Fini in the back.
Right. I was thinking the same thing.
Which means that he can protect and Poison Jab one of these Pokemon, bring them down to low HP, and then switch whichever one he's not afraid of losing into his Tapu Fini and Extreme Speed to pick up the KO, or Shadow Sneak, depending. I think BlackOVGC might have some trouble with that. Other interesting things to note, really quick. I'm sorry if you're talking so much, but I think there's a good chance that BlackOVGC might not have his Torkoal in the back, because Torkoal obviously doesn't make a lot of sense without the support for it. And I think that might be why he was so eager to get rid of that Porygon 2 turn 1, because without Torkoal, he's under a lot of pressure.
I guess he has Garchomp.
I think he might have Garchomp in the back, which obviously is super strong versus these two. So he does have the opportunity to switch out his Tapu Lele into Garchomp, maybe. Not really being in danger from this, but if he loses Pheromosa, he could be in trouble. And the other interesting thing is that number one, he's already used his Z move, and number two, neither Tapu Lele nor there's the Garchomp, neither Tapu Lele nor Pheromosa can protect. That's something. And unfortunately, Aaron doesn't fully capitalize. Well, if he Poison Jab Pheromosa, that would have been incredible.
Yeah, that would have been depending on what Aaron has in the back.
Yes. Now this is an interesting situation because Garchomp can Earthquake, but as we know, neither Pheromosa nor Tapu Lele can protect, and Pheromosa is not that is has relatively low defensive stats, so there's even a chance that Earthquake could.
I was just about to say the same thing, but still, there's nothing, not much that Aaron can do to prevent the Earthquake from Garchomp, right? Even if it knocks out his own Pheromosa.
Well, he can switch. Here's the thing: if let's say Aaron switches his Arcanine into Tapu Lele. First of all, that's resetting the Intimidate, which means that Tapu Lele in the end can beat Garchomp. Second of all, we know that Aaron can't. I mean, we know that BlackOVGC cannot go for a Z Earthquake because he's already used his Z move with his Pom Pom Bird. So I almost wonder if Aaron can find a way to abuse the fact that in order to Earthquake, he needs to do a lot of damage to his Pheromosa. Bring in Tapu Fini here. Poison Jab the Pheromosa. You're not going to lose your Muck unless something very, very unexpected happens. But you get Tapu Fini in, you weaken Dragon type attacks, which means that Garchomp has no real good offensive options unless it wants to Earthquake its partner, and you do reset your Intimidate for Arcanine. So I don't know. I think that could be a viable option, but we'll see. Let's see if Aaron recognizes it, and let's see if BlackOVGC can punish it. What if he double Poison Jabs into Arcanine, predicting that? He has options. Because Arcanine did just protect itself. So defensively or offensively, BlackOVGC could try and capitalize on that, knowing that Arcanine can't protect. And maybe Aaron's afraid of the Earthquake. Maybe he thinks it'll do more. Maybe -1 High Jump Kick won't activate Berry, but Earthquake will pick up the KO on Muck. There's some scary things at play.
Yeah, it really depends on our plans are taking into consideration that Cybertron has Fini in the back. What if he has Ninetales in the back? So
that's right. Yeah. We were making assumptions here, and if he has Ninetales in the back, it's better to let. It's probably better to let Arcanine go down without breaking Ninetales' of Sash. Right. That is exactly right. Yeah. Thank you very much for sharing that.
Either way, I think it is. Well, maybe not, but I thought protecting Muck might not be a bad call here.
Yes, it's definitely safe. I just don't know how much ground it gets him. I think I personally would attack Muck, knowing that in order to Earthquake, he needs to lose. He needs to lose his Pheromosa, but I don't know. Depending on how BlackOVGC wants to play this endgame, and especially Aaron knows. Honestly, Aaron knows the most about the situation right now because he's the only one who knows what he has on back. Imagine his Garchomp. That would change things significantly.
Yeah. All right, so we're still waiting for them to make their moves. It's been 7 years.
Yes. And there's $1,500 on the year right now, so on the line right now, guys. So for $1,500, maybe you take a little bit more time. Maybe you think through your moves. Maybe you make Marcus very unhappy.
Okay.
Not what I expected.
All right. That does make a lot of sense.
That was very, 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 very clever.
Mm-hmm.
That was extraordinarily clever.
Yeah.
So the nuance is there. BlackOVGC tries to capitalize on Aaron switching out Arcanine, okay?
Yeah.
Instead, Aaron knows Extreme Speed he might have run a calc there saying Extreme Speed will pick up the KO on this Pheromosa. Extreme Speed takes the KO, predicting that maybe, just maybe, BlackOVGC does not want to risk Earthquaking and losing his Pheromosa.
Mm-hmm.
And now, BlackOVGC wants to lock himself into Psychic. It's his best move in KO Arcanine. Unlike Moonblast. Moonblast at this range will not KO. It can do more damage to Tapu Fini at the moment, but Aaron has Muck safely sitting in the back. Meaning, let me tell you, if if BlackOVGC chooses to lock himself into Psychic, Tapu Lele will never beat Muck, which means that if Aaron is able to get rid of BlackOVGC's Garchomp, he'll win the game.
Here's the thing that to get rid of BlackOVGC's Garchomp, he has no other option than going for Moonblast with his Fini, right?
Mm-hmm. He has to, or Dazzling Gleam, but Moonblast is better.
Yeah, right.
I think it's Assault Vest Garchomp.
Ooh, okay.
Assault Vest Garchomp?
Yeah, whatever. Then an additional Extreme Speed will take it out anyway. So, but the thing is that I think a combination of Psychic and Psychic Terrain and Poison Jab from Garchomp might knock out Fini. I'm not too sure, but
I feel like if you're Aaron, you have a pretty safe switch. You can go Arcanine into Muck and protect your Tapu Fini, and the only way you really get paralyzed, punished for it is if he Earthquakes. And then next turn, if he Earthquakes, you just bring Arcanine back in and go for a Moonblast.
Yeah, right. That's right. Yeah, that's
I don't know. But it's not over. Especially if Marcus is correct and this is Assault Vest Garchomp. I've heard a rumor. I've heard that there was a new move introduced in Generation 1 called Rock Slide, which I've heard it has a very good chance. I heard there's a 30% chance of turning games on their head. So I don't know. Oh, he brings out. Interesting. What if he Earthquaked? Okay.
Okay.
That's an interesting play. I think that might have maybe. I don't want to say it was a mistake, but it might have been a mistake from Aaron's end.
Yeah.
I think now the positioning is very different because I also think that depending on how these Pokemon are trained, I'm not sure Muck's Poison Jab will pick up the KO, and I think there's also a good chance that maybe Garchomp Earthquake can get that Muck. I think that might be close.
All right, so there's still the possibility that Muck just protects. Fini goes for the Moonblast on Garchomp, and even if it is not enough to KO, Muck can go for the Shadow Sneak and
that's true.
Fish for the KO. I think the plan here was to Lele locking itself into Psychic and not Moonblast.
Yes. And I think Aaron obviously wanted his terrain for multiple reasons. The first one probably being to weaken Psychic in case of that, but also to allow for Shadow Sneak because I remember it's not that difficult to have Muck Poison Jab plus Shadow Sneak pick up the KO.
The stream went down.
The stream is down. Okay.
And
pause.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow, so many people joining the game.
Yes.
I'm back.
All right.
Oh, you're back. Wait, can you load the stream up again?
It's up.
It is? No, it's not. No. Hang on, let me refresh. Let me see. Oh, I think it's back. Okay. Wait, no, it's wait. Is it lagging or I can't tell if it's lagging or if it's up. Okay, we're back. Okay.
Yeah, we're back.
Thank you. We're sorry for that momentary technical error, guys. Unfortunately, Marcus's router.
Yeah,
So okay, here's the situation. Marcus had a fight with his router, and now the router doesn't want to go. Doesn't want you to watch the thing. But
all right. Yeah. So. Yeah.
Okay, so here's the situation. The other thing is that it depends on this earthquake. It depends on if BlackOVGC wants to risk the earthquake.
Yeah. I think it's really safe for Aaron to go for the protect and Moonblast on Garchomp.
You think protect Moon? You don't think that Poison Jab plus Moonblast has a chance of? Well, okay, here's the thing. If that Garchomp is,
Saltless.
if the Garchomp is a Saltless, Moonblast will not pick up the KO. Like,
Yeah, that's the problem.
and I honestly don't think it will even be in Shadow Sneak range. Oh, well, we're gonna find out. Protect Moonblast into Muck. Ooh, interesting.
Oh, okay.
Earthquake, correct? So he does Earthquake. Does a lot of damage, surprisingly.
Yeah.
That's not Shadow Sneak range. So
No.
okay, imagine
It does have leftovers. Okay.
it does have leftovers. So this is definitely an interesting situation because in theory, bear with me, he could Moonblast Lele and Earthquake and hope it KOs and just hope he doesn't protect and bank it all.
The thing is, like, either Tapu Lele Moonblast Muck, but then it would trigger the Figure Berry.
Yeah, you can't Moonblast Muck. I don't think. I think if he had Moonblasted Muck and Muck hadn't protected, I think he would have lost for sure. Because his only chance of winning is if Earthquake doesn't KO. If Earthquake does KO Muck, but with the Berry activating, it won't KO Muck, and Moonblast will do maybe 40%. And I think Muck right now is probably right in the cusp of being KO'd by Earthquake, at least from my experience using Muck. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Or Marcus, guys, we're so sorry. We're so sorry. We're very sorry. You're still awake. Guys, also, I have to pee, so, like, obviously my suffering isn't as bad as Marcus's, but it's getting pretty bad here. So I hope you know that I'm really upset about you guys.
Okay, protects.
He protects? Rock slide. Okay. Earthquake!
Oh! Yeah, but still. Unless he gets a Poison Jab crit.
He has Rock Slide. He can bring this back. Although I don't think Poison Jab crit is enough, honestly. Maybe it is.
I'm not sure. Well, Earthquake did do more than I expected it to do.
Actually, I invested a lot of defense in my Feeny, and we made sure that Poison Jab was always a 3-hit KO. And so if Aaron with Calm Mind probably has less defense than I did because I had a lot. And so Poison Jab crit could KO. It really could. Yeah. I think it really could. And I don't think Rock Slide is even worth it because he'll heal so much from Protect. I think you're better off with Poison Jab. But he's thinking, BlackOVGC is a plan, and he doesn't want us to know this plan. Or maybe Aaron's thinking. Maybe Aaron is talking to his Tapu Fini, giving it a pep topic. He's saying, Tapu Fini, we've been through a lot. You fought through a lot. You've already launched one Moonblast. Just give us one more, pal. And Tapu Fini is saying, Aaron, I don't really know how I feel right now. I don't know. I've been fighting a lot. I'm kind of tired. Maybe I just want to take a nap. And Aaron's sitting over there saying, Tapu Fini, I really need you right now. I need your help. Poison Jab comes out, no crit. Would have been for the crit. Tapu Fini does not get critical hit. Garchomp's gone. That's the end of game one. Aaron Cybertron, we are number one Zhang, is one game away. One game away of taking home $10,000 from the Melbourne International Challenge.
Well, $10,000 is a bit too high. I think it's only $1,500.
Sorry, $30,000. $30,000, all coming down to whether or not Aaron Cybertron Zhang is number one. I'm gonna tweet about the stream. Please blow it up.
We need Franker Z to come back. Where's Franker Z? Twitch chat, give us Franker Z.
Hang on, wait. Sorry.
All right. So, for game two, I think BlackOVGC's strategy to go with to not go with Taco was good.
You think so?
It almost worked for him, right?
Yes, yeah, that's right. I mean, a different prediction here, a different prediction there.
It was also pretty helpful for him to get rid of the Porygon in turn one, right?
Yes, that was extremely helpful, and I think that if Trick Room had gone up, it would have been a different story.
Yeah, I think so too. So, depending on if he thinks that Aaron is going to bring Porygon 2 again, he might want to bring Torkoal himself to abuse the Trick Room.
That's right, because... Sorry.
Yeah.
No, go ahead, sorry.
I was just only going to say that he might let him set up Trick Room and then bring in his Torkoal and then spam some eruption.
And I did see Overheat from that Torkoal, which might mean I think we saw Heat Wave as well. So it might not have eruption, which I think changes the dynamic a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes, and without I don't really know. I do think that's an option, especially because Aaron lost his Porygon 2 turn one. He was probably, when he saw the lead that his opponent brought, he was probably expecting Quiver Dance. Yeah,
right.
But after seeing that, after seeing what happened game 1, maybe he preserves Porygon 2 a little bit more. Maybe he treats it a little more carefully. I don't know. I think honestly, if you're BlackOVGC, you've got to be feeling good because your team has so many offensive modes, and for Aaron, how he plays against Diaper Bird Pheromosa is so different than what he wants to lead against Torkoal Lilligant. Is so different than what he wants to lead against Garchomp.
Yeah,
Lele.
exactly.
He has so many options, and the other thing that's worth mentioning is that on the whole, Aaron has 2 mons that outspeed Lilligant, and both of them have problems. Oh, there's one of them.
Yeah. Oh,
I like this adjustment a lot from Aaron.
Yeah.
I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah, like
Maybe not. Because I don't think Blizzard will KO Diaper Bird.
no, I don't think so either. Like, but do you need to KO it right now?
Well, if he doesn't KO it, he might. Oh, and he's also High Jump Kick. Also, that's the other thing.
Right, okay.
But that's a good point. What if he switches out? Well, he can switch out his Duck, and go for maybe a Blizzard, and getting rid of Pheromosa, preserving his Duck, that could be very good, especially if he wants to go into, I don't know. Who do you think Aaron left on the bench then? I think he probably has Muck Feeney in the back and didn't bring Arcanine. I don't know. It's a little risky trying to deal with that Torkoal mode.
So
But BlackOVGC didn't bring Torkoal game 1, so it's definitely an option that he didn't bring it this game as well.
Yeah, like for Aaron, it is really difficult to cover for all the really different offensive modes that BlackOVGC's team can offer.
Exactly. It's so threatening.
He can't cover everything with one lead. Like
yes.
He has. It's kind of a guessing game that you have to play.
And that's I think Aaron. I think what I do like about Aaron is that Aaron maybe he realized that he had to commit to something, right? Like he had to say, I can't cover everything. I'm going to make a prediction. And so I think if BlackOVGC had the Torkoal, I wouldn't have liked Aaron's positioning at all. I would have felt pretty bad about the spot that he was in.
And he does have a Torkoal.
If that poisons, poison. If Blizzard misses,
no.
if Blizzard misses Torkoal, connects with Pheromosa, Trick Room goes up.
Oh no!
So that's
like the worst case scenario for.
That was pretty unfortunate for Mr. Zhang. But it isn't over, right? Because Torkoal with Overheat, not Eruption. Heat Wave is not going to do that much to Porygon 2. He's got a pretty safe switch into his Tapu Fini. And the other thing worth mentioning is that the Torkoal that knocked me never mind, that's bad. Okay. I was going to say the Torkoal that knocked me out of Georgia Regionals, which also had Overheat, Heat Wave, and I assume Protect, had Bulldoze and no Solar Beam. So if Aaron has Tapu Fini in the back, it's not really threatened from that Torkoal at all, and maybe it can calm mind. The other interesting thing here is, and this is what I was talking about earlier with momentum. Okay, so Porygon 2 can attack into that Pheromosa, and nothing except for Tapu Lele maybe can switch into an Ice Beam. The other 3 Mons will take super effective damage.
Yeah, that's true.
And if you say he can't protect, so with Trick Room up and Garchomp on the field, Torkoal's not going to be able to get rid of Garchomp, and it can protect, sure, but it'll take a Z Earthquake, and Aaron should be guaranteed to do some big damage this turn, unless he brings in Tapu Lele, but then it's, again, Tapu Lele who can't protect, and Torkoal's now taken some Z ground damage, which, unless I'm mistaken, could do as much as like 30-40%. Garchomp's relatively strong, and Torkoal doesn't have high base HP, despite the fact that it has high base defense, so Aaron loses a Pokemon turn 1, loses his only way of controlling the weather, but I kind of like his positioning. I kind of think he has a chance now. I think if he can just do enough... Sorry?
It's not too bad.
It's not too bad, and it was clever also, just to mention, it was clever. First of all, it was fortunate Blizzard hit, but it was also very clever of BlackOVGC to ensure that his Pheromosa made it through the turn without a double attack. I think part of the reason why Aaron led his Hail, he predicted that Pheromosa lead, he wanted to do some big damage, he predicted no Torkoal in back, and he wanted to get rid of Pheromosa turn 1. Okay, Diaper Bird is in, Torkoal protects. Try attacking Torkoal, not what you want to see if you're Aaron. Poison Jab, poisons. Okay, actually, back, phenomenal move from Aaron Cybertron Zhang. We are number 1. Okay, here's why. He keeps his Z Crystal. He threatened even if it has
Eruption.
Hello, Lizard. That's not what I expected.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Cry Attack does knock it out, and he gets
that. If you are Aaron Cybertron Zhang, that's what you want to see. We know for a fact that one of the Pokemon in the back has low HP and cannot protect itself.
Yeah, like that's perfect. Like Lilligant is also in Sun, so speed doubled.
Yes.
GG.
Okay. GG from BlackOVGC saying, Aaron Zhang, you might be number 1. I will concede for right now. I will give you another shot.
Wow.
There's 640 viewers here. Guys, thank you so much for being here. I hope you're enjoying the stream. I hope you're enjoying Marcus's pretty face with my regular voice. Now, guys, keep in mind, this is a best of 3, so even though Aaron Cybertron Zhang is going to take game 2, he did not win game 1. So,
Except
he did?
Yes.
No, he didn't. Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he did. Wow. Aaron Cybertron $1 million. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Aaron Cybertron Zhang is the world's youngest billionaire. Guys, this is incredible. $100 billion. $100 billion. He's been KO Gulligan in one shot. Gulligan's not the bulkiest Pokemon. Wow.
Thanks.
An amazingly played set to Aaron Cybertron Zhang. 5 of the 6